why does his room have a lot of tissues, and why doesn't he want to let Hiyori, a girl, go into his room and clean up? Yeah, there you go. There you have it. It is pretty disgusting, right? Yo, what's up, TFM Nation? It's me, the TFM Monster here again, and so I'm back with another analysis breakdown review of the episode of Clash with the Elite Season 4, Episode 6. Alright, we're nearing the end of Volume 2, although it's not really the near end, technically, because we have like less than 200 more pages to adapt in this volume. They only adapted all of chapter 4 in this episode, alright? They still have to adapt chapters 5, 6, and 7. Although they can condense it, obviously, because so far they have been adapting more than 150 pages each episode, alright? I'm gonna have to tell you my ups and downs in this episode. Although, yeah, I've been seeing a lot of complaints, alright? Like, I get it, but like, come on. Anyway, let's jump right into this episode of Clash of the Elite Season 4, Episode 6. Episode 7 will probably end Volume 2 or probably not. They can either go both ways, you know, because Volume 1, I had it note down, but I don't have my phone here with me, sorry. But episode 1 of Volume 1 adapted like 130 pages. Episode 2 of Volume 1, yeah, around the same, but I think lesser, 120. But yeah, and then episode 3 only adapted around 100 pages or something, and then episode 4 is around the same. So yeah, you get my point, right? Like, they can either go both, you know, either way. Volume 1's adaptation, or, you know, take the 150 pages per adaptation route, you know. Anyway, in this episode, A Tumultuous Scramble is the title, but I've been seeing a lot of complaints surrounding this because, yeah, right off the bat, we have the explanation of the deserted island survival exam. Yeah, it's too much, you know. There's too much words here. Like, you literally have to pause. That's what they did for this adaptation. Now, it has its ups and downs. If you are a watcher that doesn't really pause, then you are cooked. All right. Um, but I can see why they did this. It's to save runtime. If you look at the books, right? If you look at the book, you can see that it took up like 50 pages, I believe, just to get it done. So if you think about it, that's like half of the episode already. You get what I mean? It's that time consuming. You have to compromise, all right? So it's a good thing that this is how the adaptation did it, right? You can pause, read by yourself, and, you know, save yourself time. And then if they adapted it like back and forth, like half of the episode, and sacrifice the character writing, you know, as much as I really don't like Shinohara and Ike, but that's beside the point. You get what I'm saying? They have to make this sacrifice. But what I do want them to do is make it the same way as Season 1 did it. They info dump us the island survival instructions, you know, the explanation of the rules, but they also went ahead and explained each rule as they go along, deducing their plans or how they did it, right? So that's how they did it in Season 1. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do it in Season 4 as well, because, bro, it's just too much words. So if you're gonna info dump us with a lot of back and forth dialogues, it's too much pressure for the anime onlys. You know, it's better like this. You pause. But if they put us in the perspective where it's a dialogue back and forth, some anime viewers might get bored, or, you know, also at the same time, some viewers, or most viewers, will probably go back. They're literally gonna replay the whole thing again and listen to it. So it's better to pause. If you think about it, for me, it's better to pause. It's better to just read it out. As much as I hate to say it, but yeah, because this is a visual storytelling aspect, all right? So yeah, I get it that they went with this route. It's also not just to save time, but also for us viewers to give time to make ourselves understand the test itself, all right? The rules. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna, info dump us again as we progress with the island survival exam arc. They're gonna, bring up a couple of these rules that are gonna be important. Especially the cards, the special cards here, the trial card. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they will. All right, especially Ayanokoji has the trial card. All right, so that yeah, it's pretty much 1-to-1. What they only changed is surprise, surprise, shortened dialogues. They only condensed dialogues. There's no cut content here. Only shortened dialogues. We had the exchange or the talk between Chawashiro Sensei and Koenji and Ayanokoji and Koenji. Many people complained about Koenji's like muscles. I think for me, they've done his character right. Right now he's not flexing his muscle. Look at Ayanokoji as well. He's not flexing his muscles. This is how students should be. They don't have this muscle. Students that are high schoolers, by the way, they're not college students, they're high schoolers. All right, so I'm pretty sure it's intentional to make it like this. Plus it's way more consistent like this because they are students, high schoolers, they're teenagers. All right, they don't have to flex their muscles yet unless they're in a situation where they have to flex their muscles, their strengths. But yeah, and then these are the rules as well if you want to go ahead. I think it's pretty clear already, if especially you paused. Right, it's just grouping up, and if it's mixed gender, you have to have more girls than more girls than boys in the group. They also condensed some of these, but I don't really, it didn't really bother me. And then this one, they also shortened this part. Where was I? Yeah, this interaction. Just my mom calling. Yeah, this interaction was shortened, and also they removed a certain dialogue that is pretty disgusting. Alright. They removed Ishizaki's dialogue, and that is they were supposed to go to Ishizaki's room, but Ishizaki didn't want that because he has a lot of tissues. And yeah, you put two and two together. Why does his room have a lot of tissues? And why doesn't he want to let Hiyori, a girl, go into his room and clean up? There you have it. It is pretty disgusting, right? I don't know why they. Anyway, yeah. Some boys out there are just that disgusting. It's pretty a realistic portrayal. But yeah. I don't know why they do it, but hey, you do you. Anyway, in this scene though, I think they brought it. Yeah, Ayanokoji brought it up that his phone was dead. His battery's dead. So yeah, but in the novel, yeah, he didn't charge it for like 4 days. I don't know why he did that. Yeah, he's not used to having his phone. Because White Room. But yeah, anyway, that's the whole interaction. And yeah, you can tell that Hiyori is pretty much an angel, a pure angel, a very wholesome girl that doesn't know anything. Pretty sure, because she doesn't even know what those t-shirts meant about why Ishizaki didn't want them to go into his room, because it is pretty disgusting. All right, and he rejected Hiyori's idea by saying that yeah, they should help him clean up, but nope. But yeah, so they went with Albert's room, which is full of flags, American flag right there, our boy. Yes. Yeah, I love this interaction. This is what I really love about Clash of the Elite as well, is their interaction. So what I don't, I was kind of bummed out that they actually did cut out, a comedy bit of or banter between Ayanokoji and Suzune. I mean, they still have it in this episode, but still, it would have been nice to include it, but it's not that important, so it's fine. Just a bit nitpick there. So yeah, that's what makes the series special is their dialogue. So yeah, I'm glad they didn't cut this part out because they're gonna have from what I remember on the top of my head, they're gonna have another interaction in the island arc. So yeah, my best girl Hiyori there. Look at her, so precious. Anyway, and then we have the Eke Shinohara. So many people complained about this. Why do they have so much screen time? Lurch, L Lurch. Why would you adapt this, bro? Are you serious right now? They're gonna be crucial in the island exam arc. No matter how much you hate them, like it or not, they're important in the story. Even though for me it's but hey, in the island arc, for me, I think the Ike Shinohara drama was like okay to say, okay to say the least. We have the drama, and yeah, many people complained about as to why they adapted this entire thing instead of adapting this rule of the island arc. For me, I think it's better to adapt this because you know what the most interesting part about Clash of the Elite? We have the rules, we have the the tests, but the most important part about Clash of Daily is the character writing, right? I think we all agree that it's the character writing. Like, let's be real here. If you're already complaining that Lurch adapted this, then why were you complaining that they didn't adapt certain parts, certain character writings in the past few seasons? But now you're complaining about the part where Ike and Shinohara are gonna have a proper character writing. Even though I'm laughing because anyway. I really don't get what these light novel readers are saying. Like why would they complain about this part even though it's supposed to be like this, especially when the author Kinugasa Sensei is also there, supervising, because author, as I stated, are able to supervise the anime production and are there sometimes willingly to help the staff. All right, even though they're not heavily involved, they are like overseeing some things and obviously supervising stuff, just like what Kinugasa Sensei did, the author did with Ayanokoji's voice actor Chiba Shoya. Suggested that he should change up his tone a bit more and a few times. So that's why Chiba Shoya, as we can tell, based on Ayanokoji's tone, has changed significantly. So yeah, he still has his monotone voice because as he always is, but you can see some changes in Ayanokoji's tone. But in this part, yeah, Ike's an asshole. I don't fucking care. But yeah, he is a dickhead in this part. That's why I'm siding with Shinohara at this point, even though both of them really need to talk it out. Ike is just a fucking tsundere, but like, fuck's sake, man, do better. You man up, man. Like it or not, Ike is gonna actually man up in the island survival arc, alright? Because he is gonna be important in the island survival arc. Because if you guys don't remember, Ike is also the person, also the student in their class that has worked in the island arc in season 1. Alright? He has a significant role in season 1. Like it or not, hate it, whatever you want to do, it's the facts, alright? Get your facts straight. Ike is actually important in this island survival arc, alright? I feel bad for Shinohara here. Look at her. Look at her face, alright? I'm not, like I stated, alright? If you haven't seen my reaction, I'm not attracted to Shinohara, but she isn't ugly to me, alright? Like, chill out. Chill out. She's not ugly to me. Like, bro, also, Ike had a massive upgrade, by the way. Like, this isn't his like face in season 1. Like, why does he look much better in comparison to season 1 and 2 and 3? But like, he's still an asshole. But yeah, also funny part, Jesus saved Shinohara. Anyway, yeah, this is actually so random. I don't know why they did it, but they got me. Alright, Lurch, I'm pretty sure you made this so comedic. Because I think Lurch knew that this episode's not gonna be, as hype. It is important, especially for Sake Nagi and Ichinosu's class, but it's not, something that to hype up about because it's just an explanation yap session, right? People are gonna get bored. So they did the bare minimum of actually implementing comedy scenes. I don't know if they actually did make this intentional to be comedic per se, but for me, I laughed. All right, so good job, Lurch. You made me laugh. They made them have aura, which is all right. Jesus, and then we have a banter of Ayanokoji and Suzune. So yeah, I really like this one. As you can see, we still have their banter, which I really missed in like season 2 and 3. They kind of don't have that anymore in season 2 and 3. But in season 1, they had it, But now that they're back in season 4, yes, this is the one I missed. So yeah, I'm glad that they still implement some of this stuff. This is like the slice of lifey implement of the anime, even though they are condensing, shortening stuff, but at the very least, they're not cutting out the scene. So that's what I really like about this episode's adaptation as well. So far, they're just shortening dialogues. Just get the point straight, and we're good to go. So yeah, and then we have the trial card of Ayanokoji, as seen here. So he has to not hold back, obviously, because if he does, there will be a penalty. So yeah, you're cooked, Ayanokoji, if you don't actually pop off. So yeah, Lurch, I don't know why you did this to Ike. Ike's design in season 1, 2, and 3 are like very comedic, like very goofy. But hey, that I think that's why Shinohara kinda fell for him. But alright. And then we have this talk. Yeah, Ike feeling nervous, anxious, just okay-ish. But the most important part here is that Matsushita is actually here. So yeah, I'm glad they didn't cut this part out as well because Matsushita's design looks so good. By the way, holy shit, man! I saved a lot of photos of Matsushita because she looks so pretty. Wow, Lurch actually cooked this time. Maki Kono, the character designer, actually cooked with Matsushita's design. So yeah, this is just her inviting Ayanokoji to be, pairing up with him. And then we have a talk of Ishizaki Nishino about Komiya's love life. And yeah, and you can tell Ishizaki is backing up Ayanokoji more than his best friend Komiya. So it's crazy how Ishizaki folded just for Ayanokoji. That's my bromance. Even though what you did to your room is kind of dirty. Not kinda, it is dirty. But yeah, anyway. You guys actually do that with the tissues? Anyway, I never do that in any of my room. Anyway, I keep on questioning life right now. Am I the weird one for actually not doing it in my room? Bro, and doing it with a tissue. It leaves you with anyway, it leaves you evidence. But yeah, they made the cafeteria look so good. It actually looks so nice. This is really interesting. Props to the background artists, the ones doing the locations. And we have another I love Susan's face here. She's like, I don't fucking care about their love life. She doesn't care about romance, bro. Not for long, though. Anyway, really love their interaction. Yeah, we have another banter. You seem utterly hopeless when it comes to love. Yeah, talk to yourself, Susan, as well. I'm learning a lot. Yeah, I know, Ayanokoji. But she isn't. Not yet. They're both hopeless in love, so... Susan haters, I'm gonna piss you off again. That's why they are meant to be... both hopeless in love. I actually love this scene. They made it so dramatic. This is what I actually love about the adaptation. They made this so dramatic. With the sunset, him kneeling down, falling on his knees. This is funny. Yeah, I really love this scene. Good job, Lurch, for actually making me entertained throughout this episode. Even though it's not, it's very info dump episode and very heavy on dialogue. Many character interactions. So yeah, I'm glad that they adapted this like this, even though the light novel doesn't have it. But it made a good laugh. It's not just me actually. Kakao TV, I saw Kakao TV actually laughing at this scene. The way they composited this shot is cinema. And then we have a K talk of Ayanokoji, but we have a cute K moment as well. But what stood out to me here is this: we have like a vignette, shadowy, surrounding the screen, the corner of the screen. We have like a vignette. Is that how you say it? Vignette, vignette. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, when you edit, you have like a shadowy corner on the screen. The way they did it with Ayanokoji is when he's inner monologuing, so that you can tell that the entire scene is in a pause, because he's thinking, and then the vignette or the shadowy in the borders of the screen was removed after he monologued. There you go. Wow, that is actually good. Wow. I don't know if Noriyuki Domata directed that part, but that is actually very artistic. I love that. It made it seem more like, the way his inner monologuing. It's not just your awkward pause when you monologue and then the character's just looking at you. What are you doing? Why are you pausing? But they didn't make it awkward, so I'm glad they did that.
Okay.
There you go. And then I actually love the part the way they adapted this as well. That he doesn't want to drag K into this, situation, and plus it's it's too much of a baggage to handle, because you have to pay up, just to, not expel K. And then the Ichinose and Sakayanagi talk. So I actually do not remember this. All I know is that they teamed up and that's it. But what I don't remember is the part where they made the deal and Ichinose 5 people's worth. She said 5 people's worth of private points just so that she can team up with Sakayanagi. So that's gonna be crucial actually. I think this is gonna be brought up again in year 3, because so far I don't remember this talk at all, because it wasn't brought up again. Like I said, volume 2 for me was like a calm before the storm. But we have formed an alliance of Sakayanagi and Ichinose. Sakayanagi mentioned 3 people's expulsion first, and then Ichinose was like, nah, 5, make it 5. Wow, how very greedy of you. Well, you got a deal. So yeah, I really like this scene. We have a very interesting alliance of Sakayanagi, the class 2A, and class 2C, Ichinose's class. So yeah, they really made this scene really good as well. They made it so majestic with Sakayanagi's image. I really love this image, this visual. At first, those were birds, but I was doubting if they were doves. And then Kakao TV mentioned that, oh yeah, those are doves. So I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, okay. Because there are doves that flew. Sheesh. It's kind of symbolic, especially for Ichinose. It's like, yeah, Sakayanagi was hit by an angel. Really love this scene. It's the same, compositing of Nanase and Ayanokoji shot from the previous episode, like this. It really, it is the same, like, shot compositing. Really like it. It makes it more cinematic visually. It's visually appealing. The way you look at this scene, it's way more cinematic. I think this is by far the most cinematic Clash with the Elite has ever been. So yeah. Anyway, that is it for this Yap video. Once again, another more than 20 minutes long. So yeah, I tried to condense this as much as possible, but yeah, I just had to point out, that these scenes are not cut out. They are just shortened. So yeah, I really like it. As long as you get to the point, what the scene is all about. That's pretty much it, essentially. So yeah, the only bit that I want to see in the future is this. Like, I do hope, during the exam, they're gonna bring it up one by one. whenever there's a certain character that has these, or explain the rules again. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they are gonna do that, just like in season 1, because Ayanokoji brought up the rules again, and he explained it one by one as he deduced his plans. Anyway, I hope you all understand the anime's decision in this part, because I actually do understand this part. You can just pause it instead of replaying this scene over and over again, because you remember they did it in season 2 and 3, right, where they had to explain the rules in one go, and then people were confused as fuck. They had to replay it. So instead of replaying it, they can read it. They can pause, you know? So that's actually much better. It also saves them runtime, and at the same time, they can actually use that to their advantage by bringing those rules up again during the island exam arc. So that's what I really want them to do. Alright? So anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, another long-ass video, long-ass yap session. That's what Clash of the Elite fans want, right? Not that many people love this yap session anyway. They want a brain rot shortened video, but they want more content of Clash of the Elite. But if they bring up more content of Clash of the Elite, they're also gonna complain by saying it's boring. You're contradicting your words, essentially. So yeah, I really hate the fandom. As much as I love this series, I really do hate the community, the fandom. I'm not saying the entire community. There are a couple here, especially on my channel, that really understand the anime's adaptation, you know, because as a filmmaker, like I said it many times, if you're gonna ask me, since when am I a filmmaker, brother, you're not looking at my intro. Though the intro that I provided in my YouTube channel is literally my films. They are literally my films that I have created, that I have directed, stop motion and live action alike. So yeah, if you're still gonna doubt me for being a filmmaker, then continue to do so, because you're gonna eat your words when I upload my films in the future, because right now I cannot. Alright, I do not want to disclose the university that I attended to yet. Alright, I'm actually anyway, that's another story for another day. But yeah, anyway, this adaptation so far is really good. Alright, hopefully the next episode will end volume 2, because like I said, they're gonna bring up the hype. If volume 2 ends in the next episode, then they're gonna bring up the hype for the island arc, you know, tease the thing at the end of volume 2, and then we enter volume 3, and then I hope we do get another trailer for the island survival arc. So yeah, anyway, that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video, even though it's another yap session. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.